welcome to Pilates with Lou. In today's class, you're going to need a mat as well as some ankle weights. These are completely optional, but if you have some and you would like to try, pop them on when I give you the cue to do so. These are 500-gram weights. These are from Bahi and they're great, lovely and comfortable. So if you don't have some, these are a go. So our focus is on our core and our lower body in this class. I hope you enjoy it and let's get started. Let's start today's workout with some C curves. So sitting in the middle of your mat, feet slightly apart, fingertips reaching long, sitting up tall. Take a breath in to prepare and tilt your pelvis. Come down to the mat ever so slowly and back to the top. 3 more of these, just to where you feel like you have control. Now we're going to, as we come down, we're going to lift our feet, press your feet away, and coming back to center. 2 more. Engaging your lower abdominals here, arms reaching long. Now open your arms out. Just for something spicy. And now coming into 90 degrees, closing it. If you have any pain in your lower back, please give this one a miss. And return. Sitting up tall, legs reaching long, arms reaching up, and take a stretch over, really pressing that navel into your spine, reaching long, and coming up. Let's take hold of your right knee with your left hand and bring your right hand onto your ankle. And we're going to slowly, with control, lengthen that left leg out, roll those shoulders away, coming down onto the mat. We're going to do this series of 5, but laying on the mat today, just for something a little bit different. Really focusing on lengthening that leg out through the hip joint here. So pressing, pointing that toe, pressing out, and change. Let's go for 6. Double leg stretch, 2 legs in this time. Reaching our arms so they're framing our ears. The biceps are framing our ears. Pressing our legs out at the same time as our arms, keeping that navel pulled down into the mat. Really working our core. Stability, strength. 1 more. Really roll those shoulders down and away. Now bring your hands behind your head. Either straight knees or a little bit bent is okay. And we're just going to double leg lower down just a little. And really try and bring those legs up as much as you can to work those deep core muscles. 4, 3. And come just a little higher than tabletop. So knees over your hips, feet a little higher than your knees, and we're going to come down onto the mat, right next to the mat, to work those obliques. How much can you pivot those toes around? Maybe one side more than the other. 1 more each side. And bring your legs down onto the mat, reaching long. Take your left hand with your right and move your feet towards the outsides of the right of the mat. We're going to gently pull on that left hand to feel a deep stretch in your side body here, which feels nice after working those obliques. In our laying down series of 5, and onto the left side. So holding your right hand and gently giving it a small pull, nothing savage. And back to the center. Let's place our left foot on our right, and we're going to do some chest curls here. So reaching long, pulling our navel into our spine. Take a breath in to prepare, and coming up and down. Inhale, exhale, coming up. 2 more. Staying at the top. And we're going to pulse for 5 on this one. And we're going to bring our legs in for 2, or maybe 3. Stay lifted. And down. Calming down, changing feet, right foot on top now. Let's go for some chest curls. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pull that navel in. 3 more. On the last one here, let's pulse for 5. And let's bring our heels in for 3. Stay lifted. And down. Let's bring our heels on either side of the mat here. So keep our feet up, heels on the mat, and let's bring those feet together at the top. So here we're in this position. My hands are out into 45 degrees. Pull your navel into spine to prepare, and then bring them up. So this is instead of our 100 today. It's a little bit different. Now let's just drop that left foot for 5. And 1, and let's go our right foot. A lot of stability happening here. Your core is working hard. Keep those fingers reaching long. Shoulders on the mat. Gaze is upwards. And at the top, let's drop both heels down and return for 3. And when we bring them up this time, let's straighten them as much as we can. Sort of on a diagonal, I would say. Let's go for 5. This is tough. 2 and 1. And bring those feet down. Let's do some pelvic curls now. So find that neutral position with your pelvis. Reaching your hands long, feet into the mat. For this one, let's bring our knees together. Make sure you've got space between your ears and your shoulders. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drop your pelvis down. And then lift your hips. Take a breath in at the top. And coming down. When you're at the top, just take a pause. And we're going to put weight into the right foot and lift that left leg up and bring it down. And now bring your right foot up, press that left foot in, and then slowly articulate that spine back onto the mat. This time when we come up, we're going to go for 2 each side. So let's go the right foot. Really, each time that foot comes down, can you lever your hips up a little bit higher? And then 2 on the left. Lever those hips up. Can they stay there? And articulate down. This time we're going to go for 3. Press that left foot down. Really working our hamstrings here. And our booty. 3 on the left. And down. Now let's bring our feet hip width apart, still sticking with pelvic curls. So inhale, exhale, drawing that pelvis down to the mat, lifting those hip bones, reaching your hands long. When we're up, let's take a breath in and coming onto the balls of our feet. Reach your arms over the top. Keep your feet up, your heels up, and articulate down. And bring your heels and hands down. Let's go for 3 more of those. It feels good. Articulate down. When you're at the bottom, heels and arms come down at the same time. Inhale, exhale. When you're at the top, bring those heels up, bring those arms overhead. Take a breath and coming down, 1 more. Let's take a roll up here. So reaching those heels long, pressing those feet away. Arms reaching in opposition. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, coming up. First one is the hardest. Reaching those fingertips long and coming up. Dropping your pelvis, rolling down with control. 1 more. Coming up. Finding that C curve. Navel reaching in opposition to your fingertips. Dropping your head. And sitting up tall. Going to put my ankle weights on now. So this is completely optional. If you feel like you've got it in you today, go with it. Otherwise, definitely next time. Let's do some side work now. So coming down onto your right forearm, reaching your left leg long, lengthening out. Keep that side body lifted and flexing your foot to center and coming to the back. Let's go for 3. Think about length behind your knee to keep that leg straight. 1 more. And then let's bend that top leg back. Feel a stretch here through the front of your leg. And we're going to go into something a little bit different now. So pressed down and come up. Coming back to that bent leg position. So you're pressing with that right hand, reaching long. Let's go for 3. And coming up onto the ball of your left foot. We're going to come around and then lengthen that right leg out long. Pressing in, feeling the stretch, and then lengthening out on the right leg. Let's go for 5 here. Last one. Now we're going to drop that left forearm down. Lift that right leg a little higher. Let's pulse here for 10. Lengthen out behind your knee. And bringing it down. Coming down onto the mat now. We're going to go into the dart, so reaching those fingertips long, roll those shoulders away, feet hip width apart. And then when we take a breath in, we're going to bring everything up, your hands and your feet. Inhale to prepare, exhale, coming up and down. 2 more. Now bring your arms beside your chest and we're going to push up and then lift that right leg up, coming down and with a bent left leg, and we're going to pulse that leg up just once, coming up, lift that right leg, really working the inner thigh there. Once you feel the flow, this is a great move. For 3. And let's do that on the other side now. So coming onto our left forearm, bending that bottom leg, lengthening out the right, lift the side body, flexing your foot and pointing it to come behind. Let's go for 5. Pace can be slow and controlled. Lots happening in our waist and our booty in this move. On the last one, stay behind, bend that leg, feel a stretch. And then we're going to bring that leg in front, just move myself forward and reaching up with that left foot. Bring it round and up. For 3. And coming onto the ball of our right foot. Here, feel that stretch here, bringing your knees down and then lengthening out that left leg behind. Bring your knees together and length out the left. Three more. Keep that left leg up. Come down on the right forearm. Lengthen longer, lift it higher. And let's pause for 10. Coming down onto the mat, ready for swan prep. Just legs a little bit apart, might make it a bit more comfortable. Take a breath in, calming up, and articulate back down. If you want to do some catch, swan, go for it. One more. And this time, we're going to push up around, lift that left leg, back down on the mat. Coming down onto the mat for swan prep now. So bring your forehead to the mat, roll those shoulders away, lift your navel into your spine for support for your spine. Exhale, coming up, and exhale, coming back down. Coming up. If you want to catch for 2, go for it. And then we're going to come over on our side, lift that leg, keep your right leg bent, and then pulse it up, twisting back. Working out our brain as well as our lower body. 3 more. And come back to the middle of the mat. Knees hip width apart. Let's take a stretch here. And that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed that lower body workout, and I'll see you next time.